Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich here with your outlook for February 9th, 2016. And for your Tuesday, we're going to have some intermittent snow showers across our northern areas. But for our southern areas here, we're going to get into a pretty healthy band here of snow. We did have some snow in the overnight period, or expecting overnight from the previous night. But just a light dusting of snow as this energy rotates through. We're going to have an area of low pressure is going to redevelop here along the coast here, and it's going to have an inverted trough axis is going to be attached to it. And you can see that right here. Here's your inverted trough. And so that's going to send some heavier and steadier snow up through central PA first, into southeastern PA, and then that's where our heaviest snow is going to be concentrated right across this area, we think. And then once this band gets going, it's going as this low pressure moves to the north, the inverted trough will move with it. So it'll start off as a stationary inverted trough, which will become progressive throughout the day today. So here's a look at very early in the morning. So you go to the next frame here, you can see that lining up, inverted trough extending all the way back into central PA. It's going to go all the way up to about pretty close to State College, but it's going to be heaviest in the southern parts closer to the Mason-Dixon line. So here's your air low pressure right here, but there's your inverted trough axis right here, and this is where the concentration of the heaviest snow is going to be. But then watch what happens as we get into the afternoon and evening. It starts as the low pressure another piece of energy rotates through another area low pressure right here, has the inverted trough moving further east and northeast. This is going to lift off in this direction like this. So these areas that closer to Philadelphia will get into the action here. Over places like Chester County, Bucks, Montgomery, and then eventually even up toward the Lehigh Valley, that we'll get into the heavier snow for a time at least, and then that continues to move off to the east here, and it's going to wrap up in the midnight to early morning hours on Wednesday time frame. So when we talk about early morning, I'm talking about well before dawn. So we're going to be like a midnight to 4 a.m. end time here, it looks like, for this precipitation. But we have the weather alert maps page outlined with the final call. Very confident that final call that should work out, and we'll update if as needed today on our company's Facebook page if in fact we do need to make changes. But right now we're pretty confident in what we're looking at the time this video is made here on Monday evening. Now here is the look as we go a little bit past this. We're going to get into called decreasing clouds, maybe leftover flurry or snow shower here early on Wednesday, but then we're going to get into some flurries here possibly here on Thursday. It's going to get increasingly breezy here, and that's because you have a high pressure moving in here from the west, and the party low pressure off to that's out here yet. So the pressure gradient between the two is getting these really tight isobars over areas. So we're already get breezy here on Thursday. It is going to turn colder as well as the winds shift to the northwest, and then it's going to get really cold as we get into the weekend. First things first, though. Here's Friday. High pressure still in control over weather. It's just off to our south here at this point. So here's the high, and we're going to have, again, the position of the high is going to allow for these winds to come in from the northwest. So we're still going to be remaining cold and definitely below normal here both Thursday and Friday, but then we're going to get ridiculously cold for the weekend. Here is the an area low pressure that's going to be moving off to the north here. It's hard to see. Area low pressure is here. There's an associated cold front with it that's going to drop down. It's uncertain how far this the snow showers associated with it will extend, if it goes all the way to the coast or not. But at least for the interior, areas northwest of I-95 should get into some snow shower action, and that's going to be overnight Friday night into very early Saturday morning. Here, this particular model takes us all the way to the coast here. Not a lot of snow here. It might be another coating to an inch type deal. Locally 2 in some areas far north, but this is just a lighter event with the cold front itself. And then once that moves through, it gets really breezy. You can see these isobars really tight together here. So very windy here on Saturday, and not even getting out above 20 in many locations. You're not going to be stuck in the teens. Very dangerous wind chills. Single digits, near zero temperatures for lows on Saturday night. Some below zero readings expected on Saturday night in some places, especially central and northern areas. And then we don't get much better here on Sunday. We still retain the breezy conditions, but not quite as windy as it was on Saturday. But it's still going to remain cold temperatures again not getting out of the teens in many locations here on Sunday. So very cold weekend coming up with those wind chills being at very dangerous levels. You want to be careful if you're going to be spending any duration of time outdoors this weekend. If you have anything you can postpone that was outdoor work, it might be a good idea to do it until maybe the following weekend when it's looking a little bit warmer. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich, and that is your outlook for February 9th, 2016. Have a great Tuesday, and make sure you follow the Facebook page today for any updates to our final call map. You can check our weather alert map, which is at the very top of the page here in the navigation bar. Under featured content, you'll find the weather alert section. You can check out our final call anytime today and for any updates.